I just had a shower. I didn't realize, honestly, I didn't know that the Spaces thing was not video. So
I was under the impression it was.
Yeah, me too. Space sounds like
Spaces, like check out my space.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a signature whammy. Hey, you just got to get your foot in the door with these companies.
All right.
I actually want to do a bass though.
Doing this one time only.
If there's any companies that want to do me a signature bass, hit me up. calbasslord@gmail.com.
Calbase.
Serious inquiries only.
Bassmusic@gmail.com.
What do you guys think?
Oh.
Oh.
I honestly didn't recognize it.
I did. I couldn't.
Could have swapped them out. Didn't even notice.
Add some other people. I want to keep chatting.
All right. Well, I'll get off and let you get to it then, man.
Well, you could start a new one if you want to get on.
No, I gotta go. I got errands to run, bro. I got errands.
All right.
I gotta get to CVS.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty good. How much smoke?
Oh, all right, halfway. I'll see you with the glasses, you old man.
I look like Ed Sheeran with this beard.
You look like.
Hey, it's Luke Hemmings here. Just wanted to let you know my new album, When Facing the Things We Turn Away From, is out now on Spotify. So check it out and let me know what you think. Hope you love it. Bye.
I thought you were going to ask why is the name so long.
I'm not.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's a deep hole that you can get sunk into.
Do you think your life changed for the better after this album? In what way? That's a good question.
That's a great question. Yeah, of course. I think it was something that, it's funny because I didn't know, because I've been talking about it a lot, and it's like, oh, when did you know you wanted to do a solo thing? Like, was it a premeditated thing? And it really wasn't. And I think because the songs were sort of there, although it was quite frustrating to find them and figure out the production and all that stuff, and there were so many versions and so much time put in, the songs were sort of needed to be written as I look back now. But yeah, I feel honestly, even though it's been really stressful, I feel quite a lot calmer in myself, working through all those things. And I would say it's cheaper than therapy, but I guess it's not. You have to hire studios and stuff. So.
But now you can live with it forever.
No, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I have changed for the better, hopefully.
So to have that. Have this time in one spot was incredible for me as a human to sort of figure out everything, but it also was okay, there's a few things I've got to figure out. And I think some of the songs are written, for instance, Starting Line is written from the now perspective, looking back, and that fearfulness of time slipping away and all that, it being such a dense period of my life and such a strange, awesome period of my life that I'm having to look back and figure that out and try and decipher it was so important for me to. I mean, it would have had to happen at some point. I think that you try and realize what kind of happened and the way things have affected me, good and bad. You know what I mean? And some of them are written from the perspective of, the 17-year-old kid that's in this kind of whirlwind life moment that doesn't know how to handle it and doesn't understand how to, I don't know, figure it out. You're not really supposed to at that age, I guess. No, exactly. And I always tread lightly because it is I love being in 5 Seconds of Summer. I love being in that band, and that I wouldn't change anything about that, except maybe some fashion choices I had back in the day. But I wouldn't change anything about that time. So I always want to say there's no ill feelings towards it. It's just, it is what it is. And there was, moments where it was confusing and difficult and it's left a lot of gaps in my humanness, I suppose.
Yeah.
And some are really great gaps, and some are, you know, I mean, I don't know how to do laundry very well, so I had to learn how to do that, like even small things. But, you know, I was more talking about like the mental sort of, I don't know, the mental gaps that one can acquire in that situation. I think so, man. I think, I mean, no one ever fills all the gaps, surely. This life is like a leaky boat with a bunch of holes in it. You're trying to figure out yourself, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I filled all the ones that I needed to for now, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, like I said, being in one place and having that time to reevaluate and to figure out why I am the way I am, and like seeing like, oh, okay, this has been happening for a bit, and like why it's almost like therapy, I guess, for me, is songwriting. And because the way I write songs is usually, a lot of the time I don't come in with like, oh, I want to write about this. It's more like I'll play something and words will sort of come out, and then I'll go, okay, well, what does that mean? You know what I mean? It sounds very whatever, but that's kind of the way I write at the moment, at least for this album. It was very like stuff would come out and I would sort of have to like catch it and figure out what it means to me and why. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like I was like, okay, I'm going to write about the way this made me feel. It was more, it just sort of came out and I had to like almost catch up to it. Oh, geez. What would I say? I'd say you should maybe stop wearing skinny jeans and Vans every day. maybe because you're in the public eyes in some way. Maybe like, you know, change up the outfit a bit. No, I don't know what I'd say. I'd honestly just say enjoy it, and I don't think he'd listen. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want to listen to me, but I don't know. That's a hard question. Yes, no, definitely. That was the, I guess, ethos.
Yeah.
Is that the word? The ethos of my album.
Might not have met you, which makes me really sad to think about. But
if you were like, fast forward like 25 years, and you had to play a song to, let's say, like your children for the first time, you know what I mean?
You're going deep.
I'm going heavy, Luke World. What would be the first song you'd want to play to them?
That's a beautiful question. That's a great question.
To be like, I was, you know, there was this crazy thing that happened in the whole world, and I made this album, and it was the first thing time I've ever done.
How old are the kids?
That's a good question. I would say they're like, they can like listen to music where they can start like, you know what I mean? They're at that age where they can start. Well, I don't know what age is that, like
4?
Is that 4? Maybe a little older. Let's give it like 10.
10. I've got 2 10-year-olds.
You got 2 yeah.
One a girl.
Twins.
Okay. Twins. Okay, 2 10-year-olds. Oh yeah, of course, they're the same age. How could they not be twins?
That'd be kind of gnarly. Yeah.
Okay. I think in context with like talking about, oh geez, that's such a fucking hard question. Talking about like the way it happened and like the pandemic and all of that stuff, which hopefully by the time I have kids there is no more talk of it. we can play shows again. Still waiting to play shows. I'd probably play Starting Line because I think it's some. Honestly, it sounds like a cop out answer, but it just it honestly does sum up the whole album for me and sums up a time, and I think it would lead me into some sort of like wise, annoying dad talk of like, you know, you never know what you have and like you gotta savor these moments and blah blah blah. But I think I'd honestly play that. Or
I think it's a good answer.
but if we was talking bedtime,
Yeah.
maybe Baby Blue.
Ooh, a little bedtime Baby Blue.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. You can kind of doze off into some good vibing dreams. I like that.
Starting Line's not really a bedtime song, is it? For kids.
It's a hard time being present and in the moment. I'm always worried about something in the future or thinking about something in the past. And it's like to try and get myself, and it's a lot of people, it's a struggle to like be here in the moment. It sounds so hippie, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's such a, people are always so stressed about everything at, you know, either side. And it's really difficult to stay in the moment. And that's, I think, when you lose a lot of time, you know, wake up one day and, you know, so much time has gone past. And that's how I felt. It's like, I just, everything sort of like got away from me so quick. And I was never like in the moment. Well, not never, but you know what I mean? It's like, you can feel like that when you look back and you're confused about it. You can feel like, oh man, I didn't do this right. Or I didn't like live that enough or whatever. So that song, like even Standing on the Sun and I Don't Feel a Thing lyric is based around that feeling of like, oh man, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's stuff. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Dude, we did it.
We should do this. It's so good to meet you, man. We should do some
It's lovely to meet you
man.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
live around here. Or like...
yeah, I was just around the corner.
We're just joking.
Thank you for thanks for tuning in. Listen to some songs. Thank you, Sammy. I really do appreciate it.
Of course,
Hope you love the album. Thanks for listening. All the support's been incredible, and yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. Stream when facing the things to turn away from. Bye. Woo!
Oh, microphones.